On March the 4th, 1966, the Evening Standard newspaper in London published an interview with John Lennon, in which the Beatle infamously said, "We are more popular than Jesus now." The comment barely registered in the UK, and it wasn't until late July, after it had been printed several times already in the US, that Americans really became aware of what Lennon had said, and some went mad. A teen magazine took Lennon's remarks out of context and went out of their way to be provocative. Lennon, who was getting interested in religion at the time, thought Christianity was dying out and said so. From an English perspective, with the largely irrelevant form of Christianity that was prominent there, it wasn't an entirely unreasonable thing to say. He wasn't saying we're greater than Jesus. He was simply making a point, an accurate point, that in Britain, the Beatles were actually more popular than Jesus. Americans were outraged, even though America itself was not exactly a purveyor of virtue and integrity. The whole furor was an exercise in hypocrisy. Jesus said in Matthew 7 and verse 5, "Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." It's easy to escalate to outrage when someone says or does something you don't like, without stopping to evaluate your own shortcomings. In fact, attacking someone else is a great way to deflect attention from your own imperfection. Before you criticize someone else, it's a really good idea to make sure that you've got your own act together. Criticism is easy. It's unkind. It's almost always unnecessary. And it says more about you than it says about the person you criticize. John Bradshaw, It Is Written.